Welcome back, guys, to another NFL Talk Show video. And today is the regular season finale of NFL Talk Show Season 5. And what a year has been for NFL Talk Show. What a great season this year. And now we'll be going to our playoff picture, our Week 18 predictions, offense and defense per week. And we'll be doing our game of the week this week. So now, let's go to the playoff picture. For a Week 18 playoff picture here, yeah, a lot of teams got eliminated this past weekend. We're going to start with the AFC. We have our Chiefs at number 1. We have the Bills at 2, Ravens at 3, Texans at 4, Steelers at 5, Chargers at 6, and the Broncos are holding on the 7th seed. And we have 2 teams alive, the Dolphins and Bengals. This weekend should be very exciting. See if any of these 3 teams move up and down. So, should be exciting. So, Broncos have to beat the Chiefs they win and they're in, basically. But if they lose, I don't think they're going to lose because the Chiefs have their backups in. And also they have bad blood with the Bengals. So, I don't think so. So, I think the Broncos will win. We'll go over that in my predictions. But definitely Dolphins are going to beat the Jets this week. I think everybody can agree with that. So, Dolphins have to win. And also the Broncos have to lose. So basically, these 2 teams right here need the Chiefs to win. And also how the Bengals would get in, those teams have to lose. And then they have to beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers are actually fighting for a division spot right now. So we need the Browns to beat the Ravens this week. So it should be very exciting. Now we're going to look at the NFC side. We have the Lions at 1, Eagles at 2, Rams at 3, and Bucks at 4. We have the Vikings at 5, Commanders at 6, and the Packers are at 7. And there's 1 team left, and that's the Falcons fighting for this division spot right here. So, a lot of things that can go down. The Bucks have to beat... I forget who they're playing. I think they're playing the Saints, if I'm correct. They would have to beat the Saints, and they're in. They have the 4 seed. But if they would lose, the Falcons would have to win that game to win the division and send the Bucks home. So that should be very exciting this weekend. Then we have I'm not going to spoil it, but you have a good, very, very good game this weekend. So there might be movement up here. There might be movement this way. So a lot of movement on the NFC side that could happen. Like the Packers can move to the 6th seed. Commanders move back to 7. But we could have the Vikings go to the number 1 seed, and the Lions would drop to number 5. So that will be crazy this week. Now we're going to go to our Week 18 predictions. So here we go. So now we're here with our Week 18 predictions. Everybody's playing, and there's some good games and a lot of important games this weekend. So kick it off. We have the Browns and Ravens Saturday. So we're going to watch this video. That's tomorrow. So, personally, Ravens aren't going to be benching their players, so I think the Browns are going to win. Not as a Steelers fan, but the Browns always beat the Ravens at weird times, and I think the Browns will beat the Ravens this time. Bengals, Steelers. Steelers lost their three past games. So, we did this last year. If you guys remember last year, we did it against the Patriots, the Cardinals, and I forget who else it was. But and then next week we played the Bengals, and Mason Rudolph destroyed the freaking Bengals. But I do think the Steelers can get the win here and end the Bengals' playoff hopes. Bills, Patriots. Bills are going to be resting their players. Mitch Trubisky's going to be starting. I think the Patriots... I think the Bills win. But it's going to be like that kind of game. Like, they're not going to have their starters. But I think Patriots could win this game, possibly. We have the Giants and Eagles. Barkley will not be playing, so he will not get his rushing yards. A lot of Eagle fans are kind of mad about that one. But the Eagles are going to beat the Giants. Giants are trying to get the first round pick. So Texans, Titans. Again, Texans are going to be resting this week. I think Titans will win. Panthers, Falcons. This is a very important game for the Falcons. Must win game for Falcons. I do think the Falcons will get the win here, but our next game we have the Saints and Buccaneers, but I do think the Bucs will beat the Saints. The Jaguars and the Colts. Colts are not playing for anything. Yeah, I think the Jaguars will lose on this one. Colts trying to figure out who's going to be the next year's quarterback. Bears and Packers. Bears just suck. They're going to have all their starters. Packers, again, not going to have their starters, but somehow the Bears are going to lose this one. Commanders, Cowboys. Again, Commanders are going to be resting. But I do think Marcus Mariota will beat the Cowboys. It is Cooper Rush, not the best. Chiefs, Broncos. Again, I do think the Broncos they're going to have everybody. Chiefs are not going to have Kelsey, Mahomes, a lot of important players. So I think the Broncos will win here. And they almost did last time they played. They lost by a field goal. So then we have the Dolphins and Jets. I do think the Dolphins will win, but their dreams will get shattered because the Chiefs are not going to win. Then we have the Chargers and Raiders. The Chargers will win. Then we have our 49ers and the Cardinals. This game doesn't matter, so I think the 49ers will get the win here. Seahawks, Rams. Last week, this could have been an important game, but now it's not. So I think the Rams will get the win here. And our game of the week, Sunday Night Football. This is for the division. Very important game for the playoffs. So it's the Vikings and Lions. And I am going to go with the upset this week. And I do think the Vikings will beat the Lions. Lions have a lot of injuries. The Vikings are just a hot team right now. And I don't think the Lions defense can keep up with Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, all these good players. And when they played before in Minnesota, it was a super close game. The Lions won. The reason why they won because it was a game-winning field goal, and it was like a minute left. So I think the Vikings will get this one this time. So that's our Week 18 predictions. Now let's go to the game of the week. So for our game of the week this week, we have the Vikings and Lions. Should be a very good game. I think with this game, whoever is going to run the ball the most should win this game. You have Jahmyr Gibbs, and then you have Aaron Jones for the Vikings. So whoever's going to have more rushing yards, I think will win the game. So, and I do think Aaron Jones will have the most rushing yards in that game. And I do think the Vikings will win 27-24, game-winning field goal for the Vikings. So last time they played, the Lions got the game-winning field goal. Now the Vikings are going to get the game-winning field goal to win the division and become the number 1 seed in the NFC. So that's your game of the week. Now let's go to offense and defense player of the week. For our offensive player of the week, we have T. Higgins for the Bengals. He had 3 touchdowns against the Broncos, and he just went off. And our defense player of the week, we have Kirby Joseph for the Lions. He got 2 interceptions against Brock Purdy on Monday Night Football. So that's your offense and defense per week. Now, let's go to the end of NFL Talk Show. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. And it's been a great year for NFL Talk Show. I did not miss an episode this year. Like in previous years, I used to miss like at least 1 episode or 2. But yeah, I did all 18 weeks. So it's been a fun 18 weeks, but we'll be doing our playoff predictions soon. We'll have our NFL honor video coming up, and we're gonna have the divisional round, the championship, and our Super Bowl to finish off season 5 of the NFL Talk Show. So after that, we'll explain definitely after the Super Bowl video what I'll be doing next, like in free agency and all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. See you guys in the next one.